Okay, I'm really not sure what happened there. I tried to sell a pullback, and so my first order, the first blue triangle, is supposed to be a sell, and I sold it. I tried to sell it at 320.42, and then it dropped 20 cents. I was going for a 20-cent scalp. It came down to 320.22, and I bought back the shares for 20 cents. But it turns out I bought twice, so it would have been profitable, but I ended up buying twice. So when I closed my position up here somewhere, I ended up losing 35 cents. But that first order was supposed to be a sell, but I messed it up and bought instead. Uh, so I ended up messing up that trade and down 35 cents to start today. I have an order to buy above this bull bar, seeing it as a climax down and second strong reversal up. So it could be a gap down climax and a reversal up here. So I'll take a chance to see what this bar looks like. I have an order to get out half at 50 cents. So 10 shares at 321.17 if we get there. Got a few cents away from my first target, didn't quite get there. I'm getting an urge to just exit, but I know I shouldn't do that. Okay, I got filled on my first target, and for my next target I'm looking for the high of the sell climax. Not sure if I'm being aggressive by looking for the high of the sell climax, because we just closed the gap, so I'm wondering if there's going to be enough sellers here to push the price back down. So I don't want to be too aggressive, have a very aggressive profit target, but I felt like after the strength of the reversal that we should get to the high of the sell climax. But I think I'll give it this bar, so wherever this bar closes, I'll exit. And to be honest, I don't know, that's not the right way to do it, but I'm thinking, I don't know what I need to see here to be disappointed enough to exit. So I'm just going based on ideal strength. So if I see something that's very strong, I'll stay in. Like these three bars, all closing on their highs. But anything in between, I'm not sure. Like if we get a bear bar here, it's a second entry sell. Is that enough to be disappointed by? I'm not sure, because it's three big bull bars. I just got filled. And even that target, after a gap down climax and a double bottom, is that too conservative? Should it be higher? Like I don't know the exact parameters that I'm working with. I'm just trying to do what I think is reasonable. And a lot of these exits, they're like 50% understanding, 50% fear that I don't want to lose the profit. And so until I can get a better sense of, in this particular setup with this type of strength, what would I need to see to exit? Maybe a small bear bar here, I probably would exit, but maybe the right thing to do is to stay in, because there's no reason to panic after these three big bull bars, and that we probably have to get higher to the open of the day or to the high of the sell climax. So all these details about what should disappoint me and make me feel like the setup is losing strength, I'm not really, I don't have that down pat yet. So a lot of these exits are going to be sometimes in the middle of nowhere, sometimes based on fear, sometimes at reasonable targets like the high of the sell climax, but it's possible that I should be holding for longer because the upside targets are there's still room to other upside targets that I don't know of. But $13 winner, that's my biggest winner ever, which makes sense with increased size, but that is pretty nuts. It's starting to get into like scary money territory, where like $13 is actually something. And last year, this winning trade would have been like 13 cents or 30 cents. So now it's like $13, which is actually something. But then the losers are also something, and they feel different, because before losing 30 cents, I felt really bad about it because I knew that I'm scalping for 10 cents, which means I have to do 3 trades perfectly to make back those 30 cents. So I was always thinking about the loss in terms of how many R's it is. So for me, if I'm risking, or how many scalp units it is. So if I'm making 10 cents per scalp and I lost 30 cents, that means I need 3 perfect trades. So it's still stung, but in a different way. Now, like yesterday, I lost $19 on that one trade. I ended up being down $12 on the day, but I lost $19. Losing $20 is actually something in real life. So it feels different now. It affects me in terms of the R's and the scalp units, but it also affects me in terms of now I'm actually losing real money and making real, not real, like it's all relative. Every time I say that, it's relative, but the money means something now. It's a little bit, um, it's past the threshold of just being played, and and obviously I'm not even close to where it could be, but um, I look at these numbers and they're real numbers now.